G'day friends and fans, welcome to Tabletop News number 83. I'm your host, the author, David Applegate, author of the books The Boyhood of Cain, Power Games, Into the Ozbound and Erotic Tales from the Empire Part 1 is available. It is on Amazon. Finally, after much struggle, I know some of you may remember I tried a Kickstarter to get it launched. But finally, well, enough said about that. But thanks to all those who have supported me. I really appreciate your support. You can support me on Patreon, buy my books, buy my merch. All my links are in the link tree. Now the book, paperback and hardcovers aren't yet available as of recording, but Amazon 72 hours. So, yay! Finally launched. So let's get on with the show. Alright, so we have my favourite site, the Bundle of Holding. And first up we have Battlezoo. 5th edition monsters for Roll for Combat. Battlezoo is a bunch of bestiaries. Now this is broken into the Battlezoo Bestiaries Pack. $14.95 gets you the basic collection, and if you level up you get more. This is a line of monsters and monster hunters Roll for Combat 5th edition, compatible with D&D 5th edition and its compatible games. Compile winning designs from the annual RPG Superstars competition. This is basically a rip-off of Monster Hunter, but so be it. Actually, I'm not sure which came first, Volo's Guide to Monster Hunting or Monster Hunter the video game. Now, for $14.95 you get the 3 complete 5th edition Battlezoo B-Series, retail value $90. But level up, pay the threshold price of $30.08 or more, and you also get additional material. In the basic set, you get the Battlezoo Bestiary, 100 plus craft gear from 100 plus new monsters, but Battlezoo Strange and Unusual, Perplexing, Confounding, Compelling, and Abhorrent. These are more weird, strange, and various monsters for you to hunt or be hunted by, particularly when it comes to, and should come to, dragons. You got various dragon ancestries and dragon gifts, including various gifts. Now, if you level up, and which I recommended you get Indigo Isles, an island chain of creatures you've never seen before. Now, I've seen a lot of criticism lately for the fact that they just keep piling on new monsters, but it's fantasy, right? The guys are bored. Okay? They're bored. They want to see you suffer. So what are they going to do? Monsters! Here! Entertain us! Well, you got two. If you level up, you get World of Battlezoo, Indigo Isles, more monsters, an island chain of monsters, and a set of adventures. Now, this is actually, start with the pirate town, search for lost treasure, explore the Indigo Isles. So, $190 retail for $31 US. Pyramid 1 is the tabletop magazine from Steve Jackson Games, 60 issues, including some suppressed transmissions. The first collection is actually volume 3, $49.95 gets you the entire collection, 2,400 pages of magazine articles for GURPS and other RPGs, including suppressed transmissions, which Pyramid magazines. There you go. Pyramid magazines, volume 3, 1 to 60. 60 issues of volume 3 of Steve Jackson games and suppressed transmissions. This is suppressed transmissions with Kenneth Height's popular Pyramid magazine column of conspiratorial musings and weird and high weirdness. Not just any weirdness, folks. It was high weirdness. And these are 68 of the original columns, including Antonations, Duffy Left Out, Philadelphia Experiment, Arctic Nazis, and more. Space Nazis, mind you, not the ordinary kind. Complete your collection, however, is Pyramid 2, the second half, or the other, or what's left. So more from Steve Jackson Games, the entire bundle, one price, $49.95. Gets all of it, basically, from 61 to 122. And yeah, everything, 10 years. And it was a good run. But as any writer will tell you, there is only so much material. And Steve did a good job, I think. And it's worth having. So is GURPS. Okay, it's in the top 5. Sometimes I actually think GURPS, in many respects, is better than D&D. Not a popular opinion, I know. But GURPS has everything you need. Now, 4th Core Edition, 1995, gives you the basic set of the Steve Jackson generic universal role-playing system. Be what you want to be. And be what they want you to be, really. But, you know, let's be realistic. You are generic, okay? But it's still, you know, it's, I still think it's a much better system. And for $19.95, you get 6 titles in the revised June 2022 offer. So this is like the final revised version of 4th edition. 4th edition and supplement started in 2004, and it said revised 2022, and offered as a core collection. Yeah, I actually got this when it came out. If you pay above the threshold price, you get the whole collection, $40, which includes the essential bonus 5 more supplements worth $109. So I'm feeling a little run down today. It's a bit cold out. It's colder than usual. A bit chilly right now. Yeah, I got that. So pay the minimum price and get the basic set. Now the basic set, of course, is broken into characters. This is basically, and you get 2 volumes. Yeah. Characters, play your fictional hero, create your own, 400 advantages, disadvantages, skill, perks. Yeah. Gives you one clear comprehensive rule system to cover any background switching game system. No more with switching game systems for different styles, whether you want science fiction, science fantasy, whatever. You didn't need 1,000,001 rulebooks, according to Steve Jackson. Well, yeah, and then he proceeds to sell you 1,000,001 cool rulebooks, of course. But you know what I mean. It started off as a good idea. I know it got a little bloated over the years. A little bloated with all the revisions and versions. A little bloated. All right. Yeah, so basically it is... The basic set is 2 books. The basic set is characters and campaign. And you've got the toolkit. Basically, you create templates. It's a much easier way to create characters than the going through the character guide. Then you've got the adaptations. It's a toolkit for your favorite fictional settings. How to be a GURPS DM and the DM screen. But if you level up, you get the supplements you really need. High tech gives you high technology, ultra technology, and of course biotech, smart drugs, etc., steroids, low tech, everyday items, mass combat and mass combat rules. Sooner or later you're going to want to run a castle or an army. GURPS does have it all. Hearts of Wulin is a martial arts melodrama tabletop role-playing game. One price, $7.95, gets you the core rulebook and 3 supplements from the Age of Rages. This is a Chinese Wuxia melodrama from the Age of Raven games. You're in fantastic ancient China. Your martial arts hero can defeat mass troops, plot courtly intrigues, race along walls, or float in empty air. Your amazing skills are powerless powerless besides the entanglements of duty, loyalty, desire, and unrequited longing. You have wicked governors, treacherous rivals, feuding kung fu schools, shape-shifting snakes, tormented heart. Can you hold to your ideals? This is another adaptation of the Apocalypse engine. Inspired, of course, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, TV series, best-selling novels, you name it. It takes swordplay, kung fu styles, training, and all in the life of community of sects, clans, and factions called Wulin. Now this gives you the entire collection. Hearts of Wulin, the core rulebook, everything you need to take on the role of a skilled martial artist with rival clans, conspiracies, and obligations. And then you got the supplements. Worlds, an alternative setting, numerous secrets, rules, optional adventures, and names and entanglements. You have print and cut out cards for managing your character creation. You've got entanglements, of course, because there's no melodrama without a romantic entanglement. Next up, we have a mega bundle, the Dark Eye Mega Bundle. Everything you need for a complete campaign in Aventuria. Oh yes, he's giving her the complete campaign. Player collection, $24.95, gives you the basic introduction and core rulebooks. The Game Master collection gives you a lot of accessories to further expand the game. This is a revived June 2023 mega bundle. Everything you need to start exploring. $24.95 gets you 10 titles in the revived players collection. Retail value of $116. Pay above the threshold price $40.81, and you get the entire Game Master collection. An additional 12 titles worth an additional $137.50. Invaluable collection. This is the English language of the German role-playing game of heroic fantasy, The Dark Eye. Pay the minimum price and you get The Dark Eye. Everything you need to get started. This is the core rulebook. Epic, high fantasy, medieval intrigue, barbaric adventures, and more. Again, born of castles and legends. Over 40 years of Dark Eyes. You have character sheets, deluxe character sheets, figure flats, all in the core rulebook. Adventura Armory, everything you need. New exciting tools for Adventura combat, new weapons, basically, and of course the armory further expands everything from hunting knives to spears, tournaments, and various other weapons such as the mage's stag catcher, ritual weapons, the war scythe. Sign me up. Magic of Adventura. Of course, as the book says, it's all about the magic. New spells and magical actions, and of course, the almanac, the map set, complete guide, everything you need. Swamps, jungles, hidden mines. It's a huge 2-poster map. Conspiracy of the Mages, of course, you start off with a solitaire adventure for Dark Eye. Now if you level up, which I recommend you do, you get the compendium. New ways to defend yourselves. New uses for your flat figures. Whether you're a battle-hardened adventurer or a newbie, this is for you. Now, of course, what is a hero without something to hunt them down? To hunt down. Yes, 40 new terrifying monsters. Of course, the power behind the scenes, the god of Adventura, from the Blessed Ones to the what's the other one? The Dark one, I think. Dark Eye, yeah. You got new ceremonies, churches, zealots, you name it. The gods have got their finger in every pie. They're playing both sides of the fence. Dinner Nights is a colourful 6-part adventure. It's a campaign, where you look into the legendary and former knightly order of the Theatre Knights. Legacy of the Theatre Knights is a vital campaign for expanding the epic Theatre Knights campaign with further details of the prominent clans, new rules, of course, the Game Master screen. Can't fudge your dice in the open, can you? Alright, the weird fantasy fairy tale tabletop role-playing game looks good. It's actually a bit of fun for $9.95. One price gets it all. Ever wondered what would happen when the hero becomes the villain? Broken Tales takes the saviour child and has the fairy king redeem the villains. But however, so Bluebeard, Baba Yaga, Queen of Hearts, Krampus, and the Boogeyman, and of course the Big Bad Wolf. But unfortunately, the one who plots in the shadows, the Game Master, has decided he'll go, yes, the villains can become good. But your heroes are now the bad guys. So you have, as hunters, you have to counter the Broken Tales. The one that once good guys are now twisted and darkened. Iskar, the young wolf, former Red Riding Hood, Kalilo, the living puppet, Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and her Beast. She shows the true colours. Alice of the Other Worlds, with a shadowy lynx Cheshire, Morgana, Mulan, the Gang of Pigs, Goldilocks and her wolf warbears. Wait, the bears. Yeah. Alright, so this, for just $9.05 you get all 3 titles in the Broken Collection. Now the Broken Collection starts with the Broken Tales, your basic RPG of dark stories, reinterpreting the fairy tales, giving you conflict and resolution using the Mondard Echo system. There is actually a free reference document for it. And then the broken ones. I thought it said 3. Oh yeah, of course. You have 7 scenarios and the hunter, so yeah. So the quick start is in the, so you get the Broken Tales and which includes the quick start and the Game Master screen. This was a successful Kickstarter, and then you got the broken ones. Right, which further expands. See, everything you need for your upside down fairy tales. And thanks to all you patrons out there, Future Fantasy, Homebrew Science Fantasy setting for D6, ever expanding, new maps, new art, new articles, and on the side I play various games. Right now I'm, achievement hunting in Postal 2, although actually I'm starting to think the achievements are broken. I don't know. See how it goes. I'll play Postal 2 for a while anyway. Haven't had any requests for Return to Doom, and anyway, and of course these videos. You want to support me? Buy my books, buy my merch, and of course join my Future Fantasy community. Next, my second most favourite site, of which I have a huge collection of material from. Ashes Without Number, old school revival from Sine Publishing. This should sound familiar. These are the people who brought you Stars Without Numbers. They've actually produced a number of, which I can't remember how many, but they've been on Bundle of Holding. I'm pretty sure that's where I got Stars Without Numbers from, and I got something else from them through there. Now this OSR is, I think, in my opinion, going to overtake D&D. Will it chop down GURPS and D&D? I don't know. I think it'll just, I think you'll have, I think Pathfinder, you have Pathfinder, GURPS, D&D, and old school up there. And Warhammer. I think Warhammer is very popular as well. The Warhammer role-playing. But there's lots of options out there, I know. But this is a complete game system for building survivors and setting to face the horrors of the new world. Blending without number games into your play. You do have some genre-specific support. And of course, evil techno rules, ash sorcerers, mentalists, and more. So, sorry. Yeah. Just checking. Yeah, pretty much. It is for sci-fi and fantasy. Yeah, you have cities without number. So you have sci-fi, fantasy, and cyberpunk. This plugs into all. It's a system agnostic tool. That's what I was checking. Sorry about the pause. Mythic Britain. Now, there's been a number of Mythic Britain games out there. It used to just be called Arthurian. Now, I don't know why the term Arthurian has been dropped, but I think that's because many of these, they have expanded beyond the Arthurian myth, and some go way before, some don't even include it. So I think, even though sometimes you might think that there's elements of Arthurian games, I think the term Mythic Britain suits it better, particularly with Beowulf and others. I don't think I have Beowulf. And this is for D100, the percentile system design mechanicism. Across the narrow sea, separating Britain from Europe, lies the three kingdoms of Armorica. Across the heartland, the mighty enchanted forests of Brocklandi. Celtic, native Gauls. No. Not, they never called themselves Gauls, they called themselves Brits or Celts. I don't. Yeah. The Franks and the Visigoths fight in the eastern border, threaten to make this Armorica battleground. Yeah. Dark forces, all the usual things of the three kingdoms in Britain. Now, in RPG news, there's also been a number of announcements in print media. As you know, there's a long freefall with the collapse of Diamond Publishing, which has put a lot of publishing houses at risk, with Diamond having pretty much dumped a lot of stuff off the market cheap. But that hasn't stopped people from trying to release stuff with crowdfunding and more, with more classic reprints available from other retailers, and some directly through customers only through Kickstarter or print on demand. The industry is healing from the gatekeepers of publishing. Once upon a time, only a few owned a printing press, and they made a fortune, while those who made the material they depended on. See, this is the problem, folks. Publishers, they always have their fallback. So you want to publish a book, they take half, and then a commission, and it's like, so there's a printing cost and a handling cost. And Amazon, of course, have replaced traditional publishing houses, but they're still doing the same thing. Now, Diamond tried to do the same thing, and they just didn't have the industry weight. So Free Fire Zones have released Amazing Adventures with a retail price of $10.99 US. There you go. And there's more. Casorium. And more. Now, I checked. These are just announcements. You will actually find when these become, they will be on drive-through. Once, these are just announcements that are coming. Yeah. So there's a lot of material coming from Weird Games, Penhaven. Who's this from? A Mega Dungeon from Caverns of Thassia. The Dungeon Crawls. Classic. Yeah, classic Dungeon Crawls. Chaosium. So, yeah. Check for these won't be available here. Most of your crowdfunding is through Kickstarter, but this ain't guaranteed. But RPGs are not dead yet. And, of course, monthly I'm still putting out material as well. Please thank you to all those who support. Yes, and please join them. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and please support the channel. As I said, you can support me on Patreon. I have two. One for my RPG and one for my writing and the RPG based on my writing. Buy my books, buy my merch. All my links are in the link tree, in the description below, or in my profile. Thank you to all those who support the channel. See you in the next video. Bye for now.